Taking on new obstacles on the first day. Work-life balance. Maxie's struggle to strike a balance. The high-stakes tasks that Maxie is responsible for have reached a boiling point in her professional life, and they are causing her to be separated from her family. She is overburdened with additional work by her supervisor, who does not show any empathy for her personal need. In response to the pressure that Maxie is experiencing, she confides in Spinelli, who encourages her to put her family first. Maxie is beginning to question whether or not the choices she is making along her current path are worthwhile. Rocco's personal weight of guilt. He has been suffering with something that he has not disclosed to anyone else. Rocco is under the impression that he was in some way responsible for a recent accident that resulted in the injury of a buddy. Dante is able to recognize the struggling behavior of his son, and when he eventually succeeds in getting Rocco to open up, he comes to the realization that Rocco requires more assistance than he had imagined. Deal with high stakes for Cody. The mystery individual, who has a history for getting people involved in dubious business, offers Cody a proposition that seems suspiciously rich. Cody is looking to start over, and the strange guy is offering him the deal. In spite of the fact that Cody is aware that if he accepts this bargain, he runs the risk of losing the new life that he has begun to construct, he finds it difficult to decline the opportunity. Update on Willow's health status. Willow, who had been encouraging herself that she would make a full recovery, gets a phone call from her physician with some news that will require her to make a decision that will alter the course of her life. Willow's anxiety about the unknown creates a burden for her, despite the fact that Michael, who has been by her side throughout the entire process, encourages her to pay close attention to the choices that are provided to her. Part 2. Struggles within oneself. A breaking point is reached regarding Maxie. The realization that Maxie has been missing out on significant moments with her children causes her to feel an increasing amount of frustration. Immediately following a heated confrontation with her supervisor, she takes a moment to reflect on her priorities and comes to the conclusion that she needs to make a change before she entirely loses her identity. Spinelli encourages her to think about venturing out on her own and potentially launching a business that gives her more freedom of movement. The unspoken struggle of Rocco. Dante wants Rocco to talk about the accident, but Rocco does not open up because he is afraid of how his family and friends would react to him. Lulu is enlisted by Dante in the hope that she will be able to call him. However, Rocco continues to conceal his secret, despite the fact that he is obviously distraught and feels burdened by his own perceived responsibilities. An attempt to tempt Cody. Cody is divided between accepting the money and putting his ethics at danger, or withdrawing and putting himself in a difficult financial position. He is compelled to engage in in-depth reflection on his principles and the things he desires for his future in Port Charles as a result of a chat with Sam. Cody finds himself at a fork in the road, unsure of which way to approach the situation. Problems facing Willow. Willow is given alternatives by her physician that not only have the potential to improve her health, but also have the potential to have long-term ramifications. Although he is supportive, Michael makes an effort to avoid influencing her decision. Willow finds herself struggling with the idea that she will not be able to have children, and she is forced to worry about the implications that this would have for her relationship with Michael in the future. Day 3. The time for decisions. Maxie's major choice to make. Maxie makes the decision to leave her current employment and launch her own consulting company after having a conversation with Spinelli about the potential dangers involved. Despite her anxiety, she is filled with a sense of empowerment since she has the opportunity to take care of her own life. With the expectation that her choice will bring her closer to her family, she kicks out the process of making arrangements to establish her new business venture. A confession made by Rocco. After being prodded in the right direction by Lulu, Rocco eventually opens up and admits that he is responsible for the accident. His friends Dante and Lulu reassure him that accidents do occur and that he is not responsible for them. Rocco, who is relieved but is still working through his feelings, starts to let go of the tremendous guilt that he has been carrying around with him. The deal that Cody made. Following a conversation with Sam, Cody makes the decision to decline the questionable offer. Sam enlightens him to the potential dangers that may be involved. When he realized that the trust he is creating in Port Charles is more important to him than easy money, he expressed his gratitude to her. As he looks for alternative options that are less dangerous, Sam provides him with assistance. The unfortunate decision made by Willow. Willow has made the decision to proceed with a treatment that is less invasive and may help her have a greater chance of recovering from her condition. Her decision has left her feeling at peace, despite the fact that she is uncertain about it, and she is thankful for Michael's continuous support. An intimate moment is shared by the pair, who are looking forward to a bright future together. Today is day 4, a fresh start. It is Maxie who begins her own business. The first steps that Maxie takes in the process of creating her business include gaining her first few clients with the assistance of Spinelli. As she strikes a balance between her professional and personal life, she is experiencing a revitalized sense of purpose, and her new venture is exhilarating. She expresses her gratitude to Spinelli for his unwavering support, and the two of them jointly celebrate her daring new beginning. Peace is found by Rocco. With the burden of his guilt gone, Rocco is beginning to have a sense of being himself once more. In a moment of bonding with his kid, Dante, who is proud of his son's bravery, emphasizes the significance of being honest throughout the conversation. Rocco, who is now feeling more powerful, is prepared to move forward without the burden of guilt preventing him from doing so. A new beginning for Cody. Because of Sam's assistance, Cody is able to secure a respectable employment opportunity, and he takes the first steps toward constructing a more stable existence for himself. He has come to the realization that the difficult decision he made to decline the offer was well worth it, and he now feels more connected to the new family he is constructing in Port Charles. The rekindled hope for Willow. Willow's choice puts her and Michael ever closer together than they were before. During their conversation, they discuss their aspirations, and Willow begins to envision a future free of dread. Together, the pair navigates the uncharted territory of the unknown, resolute to construct a joyful existence in spite of the difficulties they have met. Day 5. Gratitude and reflections on the past. Maxie's development. While Maxie is thankful for the opportunity to create something of her own, she takes some time to reflect on her path. She is content with the decision that she has made, which has made her feel more powerful and fulfilled. She is grateful to Spinelli and even acknowledges her old boss, but she does not feel any resentment toward him. Rather, she is thankful for the clarity that it granted her. Changes in Rocco's emotional state. As Rocco begins to feel lighter, he suddenly understands that with the support of his family, he can tackle anything. Having reached a certain level of maturity, he recognizes the lessons he has learned about being honest and taking responsibility for his actions. Dante and Lulu are filled with pride as they witness their son's development into a young man who is able to overcome challenges. This is Cody's intention. Cody, who is now on a more pathable traverse, expresses his gratitude to Sam for her direction and comes to the realization that he has found more than just a new beginning in Port Charles. He has found a new family. He makes a commitment to keep working hard in the hopes of constructing a life that is congruent with his principles. Willow's revival of experience. As a result of their adventure, Willow and Michael are motivated to rejoice in the mundane accomplishments that they have accomplished together. As Willow comes to the realization that their love and support will take them through whatever the future may bring, she experiences a revitalized sense of optimism and celebration. After taking a short break from General Hospital, Dr. Navarro has returned to the show, bringing with him a wealth of new knowledge and a well-deserved reputation as an OB/GYN. It doesn't take long for Dr. Navarro to establish herself as the go-to specialist for all matters pertaining to pregnancy, thanks to her kind demeanor and unwavering dedication. Maxie, Sasha, and Willow are among the characters who take note, as they are curious about the potential changes that her return could bring about for them. At this point in her recovery from her recent illness, Willow is keen to investigate the possibility of establishing a family with Michael. However, whenever she gets symptoms that cause her concern, she schedules an appointment with Dr. Navarro, because she is concerned that there may be problems that continue for a long time. Following a series of preliminary examinations, Dr. Navarro breaks the news to Willow that her illness may make it more difficult for her to conceive, which leaves her feeling crushed. While Willow is struggling to come to terms with the news and attempting to find optimism despite her sadness, she turns to Michael. Maxie has been contemplating the possibility of growing her family, but she has been cautious about doing so since she is uncertain about whether or not she is prepared for the changes that will occur. Maxie expresses her concerns to Dr. Navarro during a routine appointment that she has scheduled with him. Maxie is reminded of the joys and challenges that come with becoming a mother by Dr. Navarro, who reassures her that she is in good health and encourages her to give due consideration to her decision concerning the matter. Act 2. New tensions and increasing scopes of interest. In light of everything that Sasha has been through, both emotionally and physically, she goes to see Dr. Navarro because she is concerned about her situation. Sasha is taken aback when Dr. Navarro breaks the news to her that she is pregnant after she has undergone a few basic tests. While Sasha is attempting to comprehend the news, she is confused of how she is feeling. She is aware that this will be a significant change in her life. Willow's relationship with Michael starts to suffer as a result of the heartbreak she is experiencing due to her health problems. The idea that she would never be able to provide him with the family that they have always dreamed of makes her feel insufficient. Michael, who is attempting to be supportive of her, has difficulty comprehending the breadth of her emotions, which results in friction between the two of them. Willow begins to confide in Dr. Navarro about the emotional toll that it is taking on her marriage, and Dr. Navarro becomes a source of comfort for Willow. Unanticipated obstacles for Sasha to overcome in Scene 3. Considering Sasha's recent medical history, Dr. Navarro's decision to notify her of certain potential concerns throughout her pregnancy brings about a dramatic turn of events. When it comes to making a decision, Sasha is torn. After coming to the realization that she requires assistance, she confides in Nina, who is taken aback but makes an effort to offer her solace and encouragement. In the course of Sasha's journey, Dr. Navarro becomes an essential component by providing her with both medical assistance and counseling. Revelations, support, and decisions are the topics of Act 3. Willow is brought in for a follow-up appointment by Dr. Navarro, who also offers some encouraging news with her. There may be medications that can help boost her chances of becoming pregnant. Willow is reluctant, but she maintains a cautious, upbeat attitude. Michael makes an effort to reignite their dream after hearing this, but the couple's unresolved tension continues to linger as they prepare for the uncertain voyage that lies ahead of them. Maxie comes to the conclusion that she is prepared to move forward with her intentions to increase the size of her family after one additional consultation. A conversation with Dr. Navarro has provided her with a sense of clarity, and she has informed Spinelli of her decision, which he has backed with complete and utter support. They are eager to add to their family, so they make plans to prepare for the changes that are coming their way. Dr. Navarro is the person that Sasha confides in and begs for advice, because she is feeling overwhelmed by her position. She is assisted in understanding her choices by Dr. Navarro, who also provides her with materials to assist her in making a decision. Additionally, Sasha seeks the counsel of Nina, who urges her to welcome this new phase of her life and provides her with unflinching support as Sasha examines the next actions she should take. It is through counseling that Willow and Michael are able to tackle their concerns and re-establish a deeper degree of connection with one another. The ongoing treatment that Dr. Navarro provides gives them both hope, and they discover new ways to support each other as they cope with the difficulties that come with trying to conceive a child. During the celebration of the moment, Maxie announces her ambitions to increase the size of her family with her close friends and family. Spinelli and their children are also present. During the course of Maxie's journey, Dr. Navarro becomes a treasured part of her life by attending her baby shower. Sasha makes the decision to finally become a mother, and she discovers that her resiliency is a source of strength. During her pregnancy, Sasha receives reassurance from Dr. Navarro that she can safely navigate her pregnancy with the appropriate treatment, which instills in her a newfound sense of purpose. Nina, who is overjoyed, said that she will be present for each and every stage of the adventure. Extracts from samples. In order to bring this tale to life with the emotional depth of General Hospital, let's take a look at some examples of sequences that could perhaps be used. The sterilized room was filled with Willow, who sat there with her fingers twiddling uncomfortably in her lap. The soothing and kind presence of Dr. Navarro did little to alleviate the knot that was in her gut. She had high hopes for resolutions, but what if the answers she received were not the ones she desired to hear? Across from her, Dr. Navarro took a seat, and her look was one that was both gentle and serious. "Willow, I'm sorry to say that I have some information that you might find challenging to hear. It is possible that you will have difficulty conceiving a child as a result of the health issues that you have experienced during your life." Willow felt her heart sink, and tears began to build up in her eyes. Challenges? To what extent are they serious? In an effort to reassure Willow, Dr. Navarro extended his hand and placed it on her shoulder. "There are still choices available, and we will investigate each and every one of them. On the other hand, it can be a more difficult voyage." Willow gave a polite nod while attempting to grin. "I am grateful to you, Dr. Navarro. I have just. My want for this was so strong." The smile that Dr. Navarro gave was one of reassurance. "It's always possible to have hope, Willow. I will be here to support you through each and every step of the process." At the same time that she was sitting in Dr. Navarro's office, Sasha took a deep breath and placed her hands over her tummy in a protective manner. She gazed at Dr. Navarro with eyes that conveyed a lot of emotion, including both fear and excitement. "Dr. Navarro, I was not anticipating this at all. That is to say, after everything. I was not certain that I was prepared to have a child, especially after everything that I had been through." As he listened attentively, Dr. Navarro nodded his head. "Sasha, it is normal to experience feelings of conflict. However, take note that this is your path, and you are not required to make any choices by yourself. We are able to discuss all of your choices and make certain that you get all of the assistance that you require. The tears began to well up in Sasha's eyes. I am grateful to you. Currently, I am unsure of what I will do, although the knowledge that I have someone to talk to is reassuring. A friendly smile was extended by Dr. Navarro. Sasha, you are not the only one like this. Regardless of the choice you make, you will have people standing by your side. While sitting on the patio with Nina, Sasha did so with her hand resting on Nina's stomach. As the sun began to set, it shed a golden glow across the metropolis it was traversing. As she inhaled deeply, she had a sense of peace that she hadn't experienced in several months. This is something that I believe I will do, Nina. In a low voice, Sasha announced, I am going to become a mother. Nina brightened, tears welling up in her eyes as she smiled. That is just fantastic, Sasha. I have no doubt that you will be an outstanding mother. The delight that they were experiencing was shared by Dr. Navarro, who had become a close confidant of theirs. I have no doubt that this journey will be a beautiful one, Sasha, because of your strength and the support of those who love you, she said. This structure and these passages demonstrate the emotional complexity of each character's journey, with Dr. Navarro functioning as a central figure of strength, support, and healing throughout the story. It is possible to develop this into a full-length novel that gives a comprehensive examination of the transformations that each character undergoes and the effects that their encounters with Dr. Navarro have. You have the option of continuing with more precise character information or focusing on additional scenarios if you would like me to. Over the course of several decades, the character of Monica Quartermaine has been a resounding presence on General Hospital. She has shaped the narrative of the Quartermaine family with a sense of sophistication and mystery. The character Monica was brought to life by Leslie Charleson for more than 4 decades, during which time she became a well-known figure. As a result of Charleson's dedication to the part, the ups and downs of her character's life, which included everything from medical emergencies to love triangles, family feuds, and professional accomplishments, were knitted together with the care and attention of creative professionals. When fans found out that Leslie Charleson had decided to step down from the legendary role, they responded with messages of sincere support and comments that were heartbreaking. As the legacy of Monica Quartermaine continued to linger, viewers couldn't help but make inquiries regarding the actress who played the role of the character. The new health updates that Charleson has provided shed light on the reasons behind her decision to step back, providing her fans with a glimpse into the life of the lady who is behind the character Monica Quartermaine. Charleson has, over the years, maintained a pretty secretive stance on her personal health. It was not an easy choice for Charleson to make in this situation. The decision to no longer participate in the show that she had devoted her entire being to was a huge shift. On the other hand, she was aware that it was time to concentrate on herself because of the health issues that required a change in priorities. Charleson's recent updates demonstrate that she is determined to traverse this chapter with the same courage and elegance that made her a beloved figure on the program. This drive to navigate this chapter is true to her strong nature. The year 1977 marked the beginning of Leslie Charleson's role as Monica Quartermaine, which immediately captures the attention of both fans and reviewers alike. She developed a character during the course of her career that mirrored the complexities of real life, which is full of both highs and lows, emotions of love and heartbreak. Monica's relationships, particularly with her husband, Alan Quartermaine, and subsequently her complicated relationship with her adopted son, Jason, provided viewers with the opportunity to observe Charleson's range as she acted out stories that stretched the boundaries of what the daytime television industry could do. The way in which Charleston devoted herself to both her character and the production went above and beyond what was anticipated. In order to represent Monica's function as a doctor in a genuine manner, she frequently went above and above by conducting research on various medical disorders. This part of her work earned her the respect of her audience. Charleston was forced to make the tough decision of leaving the role that had characterized a significant portion of her career because her health required more attention than she had previously been able to provide. The profound connection that Charleston has with her fans and the gratitude that she feels for the consistent support that they have shown her over the years were both topics that she discussed in interviews. She expressed her gratitude to the fans by saying, "It's hard to put into words what the fans have meant to me in a touching interview. Having the opportunity to be a part of their life as Monica Quartermaine has been both an honor and a privilege, and I will be always grateful to them for the generosity they have offered me." It was clear that she had a deep affection for General Hospital, and the choice to quit was not made without much thought. The fact that she made the decision to put her health first, however, was seen by her followers as a courageous and astute decision, and as a result, they admired her even more. Leslie Charleston has been a supporter of resiliency from the beginning of her career. Following a fall that she sustained several years ago, which resulted in her being temporarily removed from her role at General Hospital, she fought hard during the healing process in order to return to her position. Her dedication to Monica, in spite of the physical problems she was experiencing, demonstrated her tenacity and determination. On the other hand, this most recent time period has marked the beginning of a new phase in which health has become the most important factor. When combined with the demanding filming schedule, Charleston's health problems, which include joint troubles and periodic physical therapy, provided a burden that became increasingly difficult to manage. Both of these factors contributed to the difficulty of the situation. When Charleston made the decision to prioritize her health, her fans were not only heartbroken, but also understanding. They understood that her decision was made with a heavy heart. Charleston has underlined her commitment to embrace recovery with the support of friends, family, and co-workers in the health updates that she has provided with her fans. She has stated that she will take each day as it comes. Charleston has been frank about the difficulties she faces in keeping her strength in the face of fresh problems, despite the fact that she has maintained her optimism till now. As actors, we are taught to persevere and to maintain our strength, but there are times when it is just as strong to take a step back and concentrate on our well-being. Charleston mused in a recent message that he sent to his dedicated followers. Her remarks struck a chord with the audience, serving as a reminder that even the most resilient personalities go through times in which they require healing. Overall, the storyline of Monica Quartermaine has been one of the most significant and life-changing storylines in the history of General Hospital. Monica, in her capacity as a physician, was able to save a great number of lives and stayed unwavering throughout the many Quartermaine family dramas. As a result of Charleston's ability to infuse her character with both warmth and fierceness, Monica became more than just a mother or a physician. She became the very foundation of the Quartermaine family. Over the course of the show, one of the most interesting tales was the bond that Monica had with Jason, who was her adoptive son. Fans were treated to poignant moments, times of tension, and moments of vulnerability as Monica struggled to come to terms with the perils that Jason's world presented. Throughout the course of the narrative, Charleston displayed his capacity to manage the complex feelings that come with being a mother who is split between love and dread for her husband. Charleston's portrayal of Monica amid times of sadness, such as the loss of her husband Alan, the struggle with breast cancer, and the experience of numerous family tragedies, underlined the actress's ability to bring true emotion to the film. Even at Monica's most vulnerable moments, Charlson gave a fortitude to her character that truly resonated with audiences. This reminded fans of the reasons why Monica Quartermaine remained a prominent figure in the landscape of General Hospital. Fans of General Hospital from all around the world expressed their appreciation and affection for Charlson as the news of her leaving began to sink in. The social media platforms were overwhelmed with condolences, offers of support, and personal observations from people who had grown up seeing Monica Quartermaine on their TVs. In addition, former castmates and co-workers expressed their gratitude to Leslie Charlson by reminiscing about the time they spent working with her and the significant impact she had on the set. During an interview, Maurice Benard, who plays Sonny Corinthos, stated, "Leslie is one of those people who brings her whole heart to what she does. My experience of seeing her bring Monica to life over the course of the years has been nothing short of extraordinary. The phrase, 'she is truly irreplaceable.'" Not only did Charlson's tenacity and friendliness leave an indelible mark on her fellow cast members, but they also made an indelible mark on the legacy of General Hospital. She developed bonds with her fellow performers and contributed to the formation of the narratives that are a part of the history of soap operas through each and every storyline, which ranged from passionate love affairs to life and death operations. Leslie Charlson made the decision to live a more relaxed life after her official leave, with a primary focus on her health, her family, and the hobbies that she had not had the opportunity to fully explore during her rigorous work. She occasionally posted on social media, providing glimpses of her new routines and interests, which included everything from spending time with her dogs to having tranquil moments with her closest friends. Even though Leslie's health updates were not consistent, they provided followers with reassurance and encouraged them to cheer her on from a distance. The fact that she made the decision to put her health first became a source of motivation for her followers, who respected her bravery in confronting a new chapter in her life. Charlson's presence continues to be ever present in the hearts of General Hospital viewers, who continue to celebrate her legacy despite the fact that she is no longer seen on the screen. Her portrayal of Monica Quartermaine established a new benchmark for daytime television, and her dedication to authenticity and empathy made Monica's journey a genuinely remarkable experience. As a result of Charlson's departure, General Hospital was faced with the problem of celebrating Monica's legacy while simultaneously moving forward. The narratives that are being told continue to be influenced by the character of Monica Quartermaine, whether it be through references from members of her family or by serving as an inspiration to the younger generation of doctors working at the hospital. Monica's influence is still felt to a significant degree, despite the fact that the Quartermaine family, which was once characterized by intricate relationships and violent feuds, continues to undergo change. We ensure that her legacy will continue to be weaved into the fabric of the program by having the characters reflect on her advice, her resiliency, and her loyalty all throughout the show. Even though Charlson's departure has left an indisputable gap, her legacy is not even close to being over. Whenever the Quartermaines get together, or when they are confronted with a difficult situation, it is as if Monica's sage advice and unwavering resolve continue to be a guiding force for the family as they navigate the turbulent waters of life in Juneau City. The last letter that Leslie Charlson sent to her admirers was a statement of appreciation that came from the bottom of her heart for the unflinching love and support they had shown her over the years. The words that she spoke were a demonstration of the connection that she shared with the audience members who had been by her side through every unexpected turn of events, medical emergency, and family quarrel. I want to express my gratitude to everyone who has been there with me, following Monica's journey, and let you know that you have been the most important part of my professional life. We are grateful that you have allowed Monica to enter your homes and into your hearts. Not only is this a new beginning, but it is also not a farewell. As the fans read her words, many of them couldn't help but feel an overwhelming sense of appreciation toward the woman who had contributed so much of herself to her role as well as to them. Despite the fact that Leslie Charleson has left General Hospital, her legacy will continue to live on, serving as a source of motivation for new generations of fans and serving as a reminder of the strength that can be found in love, family, and perseverance. When Leslie Charleson takes a step back, she brings to our attention the fact that endings are merely new beginnings. Fans continue to show their support for Monica Quartermaine, knowing that her legacy will continue to live on, not only in the hearts of the Quartermaine family, but also in the hearts of every fan who has ever witnessed her journey. This is despite the fact that she is